What is going on, guys? It's Evan here for Evan Sports Corner, and I'm back with another video here on the channel. And today, I'm talking about the Deshaun Watson situation. Yesterday, we found out that a grand jury will not press criminal charges on Deshaun Watson for all of his allegations, which means that he is free, and any NFL team can go out and try to trade for him. And there are a bunch of teams who are in the mix for Deshaun Watson. And today, we found out news that there is one team in particular who is going to be very aggressive in their pursuit of Deshaun Watson. So I'm going to talk about the Deshaun Watson situation in this video. But before we hop in the video, remember to leave a like if you enjoy the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new so you'll not miss more sports content like this. Today is my birthday, so leave a like for that. And let's hop right in the video. So Deshaun Watson yesterday was found that he was not going to be indicted for any of his charges. He is good. Criminal charges at least. So that means he can probably play in the NFL next season. I think he will. Now that means that Deshaun Watson is going to be traded. He's made it quite clear that he is done playing for the Houston Texans. After signing his huge contract with the team, he just said he did not want to be on that franchise anymore, and he will be traded. And now it's interesting to see where Deshaun Watson will go, because there are a bunch of teams in the NFL right now who need quarterbacks, and they need to go after a guy like Deshaun Watson. A guy like Deshaun Watson who's been an accomplished quarterback, 3-time Pro Bowler. He's been one of the best dual-threat QBs in the NFL. There are so many teams out there who would give up a lot for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans have made it quite clear that their asking price for Watson is still pretty much the same. They want at least 3 first-round picks. And they also want a player in return as well. So the price for Deshaun Watson is very, very steep. Not to mention you're taking on that cap hit. With Deshaun Watson, he's going to be hitting you with a ton of money against the cap because of his contract. But I think it's worth it if you can go out and get your guy, your quarterback. Deshaun Watson is that guy. He is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL when he's playing. So I think that a lot of teams are going to be willing to go out and pay up for Deshaun Watson. He also does have to waive his no trade clause for the team to be able to negotiate, or for him to be able to get traded to a certain team. He's only waived his no trade clause for one team so far, and that was the Miami Dolphins. But the Dolphins have officially taken themselves out of the Deshaun Watson race. They're ready to see what Tua can do next season under Mike McDaniels. So Deshaun Watson, we'll see what happens with Deshaun Watson. He's probably going to waive his no trade clause to like Carolina or Tampa Bay or Philly. I can't really see Deshaun Watson not waiving his no trade clause in this situation, because he wants to get out of Houston as soon as possible. And today we got some news that there was one team who is reportedly going to be super aggressive in their approach of Deshaun Watson in the Carolina Panthers. Ever since their Super Bowl loss to the Denver Broncos a few years ago, ever since Cam Newton was their quarterback, they've been going through so many quarterbacks. They picked up Sam Darnold's 5th-year option this year, which means he's going to be going for about $19 million against the cap. So if they're not able to land Deshaun Watson, I guess they might roll with Darnold for another year. They might draft a rookie in the draft. But Carolina is clearly stuck with their quarterback situation if they don't make something happen this offseason. And with the NFC South being as bad as it is, if a team like the Panthers goes out and gets Deshaun Watson, it could be very, very interesting. And the Panthers have made it quite clear that pretty much every player on their roster is up for a trade, other than Jeremy Chin, apparently. That's what we've heard, is Jeremy Chin is the only untouchable player on the roster. But we could potentially see guys like Christian McCaffrey, maybe Brian Burns, someone like that get moved in this situation, which is crazy. So Carolina is clearly ready to go all out for Deshaun Watson. They're willing to give up a lot, and they're saying they're not mortgaging their future, but they're giving up a lot of their future if they go out and trade for Deshaun Watson. And with the NFC South being as weak as it is, if the Panthers go out and trade for Deshaun Watson, they got a legitimate chance of winning that division. So it will be very interesting to see. But Carolina is right now one of the favorites to land Deshaun Watson. They have the highest pick out of all those teams with the 6th overall pick. But there are some other teams in the mix for Deshaun Watson. A few of the other favorites are the Seattle Seahawks, who just parted ways with Russell Wilson, but now they have a lot of draft capital to give up if they want to go back out and acquire Deshaun Watson, who's a great young quarterback, and just not go rebuild mode yet. They could do that. You also got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are looking for a new quarterback after Tom Brady retired. We'll see if TB12 comes back. And then there's the Philadelphia Eagles, which I don't want this to happen. I really do not want the Philadelphia Eagles getting Deshaun Watson, because obviously that means that the Cowboys are in a little bit of trouble. But the Eagles do by far have the best draft capital with 3 first-round picks in the upcoming draft. So the Eagles could certainly make a play for Deshaun Watson. They've got a lot of draft picks this upcoming draft. And if they feel like Jalen Hurts isn't the guy, it seems like the Eagles aren't too sold on Jalen Hurts right now. and want to make a trade for Deshaun Watson, they could 100% do it with the draft capital that they have. So it will be very interesting to see. But those are your 4 front runners. Carolina's clearly going to be aggressive. Philadelphia has a ton of draft capital. Tampa Bay still has a great roster, and they want to put a good quarterback in it so that they can go back and run it back for another Super Bowl. And Seattle just traded Russell Wilson, but they do want to go out, and they don't want to rebuild just yet. They want to try and go out and get Deshaun Watson and go right back into contending mode, even after cutting Bobby Wagner. So it should be very interesting to see what happens with this whole Deshaun Watson situation. But whatever does happen, it should be very interesting, and hopefully, for the Dallas Cowboys' sake, Deshaun Watson does not get traded to the NFC East, because then we might be in a little bit of trouble. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new so you'll not miss more sports content like this. Comment down below, where do you think Deshaun Watson will end up getting traded? Do you think he'll go to Carolina, Philadelphia, Tampa Bay? Where do you think Deshaun Watson will go? Have a great day, guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.